So, Stephanie, do we have player one, who is also Stephanie, I think?
Yeah, it's another Stephanie. So Stephanie, if you're there and want to unmute yourself and show your webcam, we can get you started. I'll send you a prompt to unmute.
Hello, everyone. Thanks.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you today?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Evening.
Good. So whereabouts are you in the world?
So I'm in London in England.
Woohoo! Go Brits.
And yeah, just having a nice sunset here.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So have you been an FME user for long?
I think I've been an FME user for about 4 years now.
Okay.
And honestly, I have no idea what I did for my day job before I started using FME, because it's all I do all day now, I swear.
I know that feeling. And what is your favorite transformer? And let's hope it's one from the geometry team.
No pressure.
Oh, favorite transformer.
Oh, got you on the spot now. This is.
I quite like the attribute value mapper.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's got plenty of uses.
I think when I discovered that, I was like, oh, I've been using 6 transformers instead of 1. So it was just one of those kind of light bulb moments where it made everything really easy.
Excellent. Good. Well, are you ready to start?
Let's play.
Excellent. You
All right,
ready,
good luck.
Olivia?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so question 1, and I hope you can see the screen. FME is the #1 platform for integrating what type of data? Is it spatial data, accounting data, bad data, or Android's code data?
Oh, I wish some of these were true.
No.
I'll say that even though I deal with a lot of bad data every day, and who doesn't, I'm going to go with A and spatial data.
And that's your final answer, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think you're correct.
Woo!
Woo. I think Olivia could speak to some of the bad data that we see at SAFE.
Oh man, I wish we could just read all bad data all the time. That would be beautiful. Magic.
It's fun when you have the huge polygon that's like the whole of Canada with like 15,000 donut holes in it, and all of the holes have got islands on, and the islands have got holes, and it's just, oh, I bet you live for that stuff in the geometry team.
Wow, it's more like they haunt my nightmares.
Well, congratulations. You won the prize already. Just won that first question. So
All right.
Let's go on to question 2.
Mark, can you double check that you started the poll for the audience?
Oh, of course. I totally forgot to do that. And this is the same thing I did last time. I totally forgot.
That's all right. That first question was a freebie.
Okay.
Now they're getting a bit harder.
Now, here we go. Yes. So which of these is a real FME transformer? Is it the attribute fixer, the attribute filter, the attribute freezer, or the attribute frightener?
I'm going to go with B, the attribute filter.
The attribute filter. And you're correct again. Well done. And we've got some responses there, so I'll deactivate that question. In fact, I'll just go on and activate the next one, which... Okay, question 3. Formats, transformers, and more can be stored on and downloaded from where? Is it the FME Store, FMEpedia, FME User Central, or the FME Hub?
I'm going to go for D, the FME Hub.
And that's your final answer?
Yeah.
Absolutely sure? Yeah, absolutely. It did used to be called the FME Store, but we switched to the FME Hub because we didn't really sell anything. It was just available.
It's a store, but everything's free.
Yeah, it's like the big FME giveaway. And FMEpedia, we did used to have an FMEpedia wiki, and then we renamed it to FME User Central, and now we've got a different name because we like doing that. We like naming things. Congratulations, you have won a stuffed lizard. Woohoo.
Well, he's very cute.
He
It
is.
it feels like he's staring into my soul a little bit. Like he knows what I'm thinking.
He does. He always knows what you're thinking.
That's terrifying.
Okay, so which one of these is not a tool for best practice in workspace design? Is it a bookmark, a tunnel, an annotation, or a digital signature? So we're looking for the one that isn't a tool for best practice in your workspace.
I'm going to go with D and a digital signature.
Okay. Do you think that's right, Olivia? Do you use best practice in the geometry team?
I will say most of my workspaces are really small. Reader,
Yeah.
one transformer, and that's it. But I agree with Stephanie.
Yeah, digital
Yeah.
signature. I think you might be right there.
Yeah.
Well done.
How did our audience do on that question, Mark?
Yeah, let me have a look and we will see. And I can, there we go. We bookmark 3%, tunnel 8%. No, we do actually have tunnels and we do use them for best practice. It's a way of creating a connection from one side of your workspace to the other without the line in the middle. It's sort of an invisible line. But, everyone pretty much knew it was the digital signature.
Nice. Our
Ooh.
audience is so smart.
I love
They
how nobody said I don't use annotations. Nobody said no annotations. They're like, annotate.
Well, I'm glad everyone knew what best practice meant. So that's good. So when something is run on an FME server engine, what is it called? Is it a job, a task, an operation, or a project? Do you use FME Server, Stephanie?
Yeah, it's quite new to me. I've only been using it for maybe a year and a half.
Okay.
And yeah, again, that's made my life so much easier since having one at the
Fantastic.
organization.
I like contestants like you who tell everyone how good FME is.
Yeah, I mean, we love running nightly tasks. It's very satisfying to come in the next day and be like, good, my work's been done for me overnight. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
I'm going to go with a job.
Okay, a job. And you are correct as well. So we're up to level 6. Now we're getting towards the big prizes. The FME socks. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what I came for today. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty excited.
Well, you got all your lifelines, so.
It's just a pity there's no one's working in the office these days because no one's going to get to see them. But okay. So the next question, level 6. We have a new FME comic, and if you checked it out on the World Fair site, you should have seen it in part of the downloadables you could get. And it has a user in there of FME, but what is her name? Is it Tamara? Is it Olivia? Is it Grace or Zoe?
I must confess, I have not had a look
You
yet.
You didn't look. That's okay. Well, you have the lifelines. You can ask the audience. You can do the 50-50, or you could ask Olivia.
I think I'm gonna ask Olivia.
Oh
Okay.
no! I don't know the answer either.
Oh.
The only thing is I think it's probably not Olivia because I would have heard about it by now.
Okay. Well, that's probably helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Stephanie? Do you want to guess or do you want to try another lifeline?
I think let's ask the audience. I think that's
okay. Let's ask the audience.
hopefully
So
more attention than me.
what are they saying? They are saying Tamara, Olivia, neck and neck, but Grace seems to be the winner by a long way. So I think Does that help?
Yeah, I'll put my trust in everybody here. So yeah,
Okay.
let's go with C and Grace.
Fantastic. Let's see. To be honest, I've forgotten as well. So, yay!
Woo!
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Well
audience.
done.
Audience.
Audience rocks. They certainly do. Sorry, Olivia. It wasn't named after you.
My heart is broken.
I know. We don't have a Grace at Safe, I don't think. So
It's probably, yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you, audience.
Does that mean?
Okay, we're up to question 7. So SAFE is investigating which concept, based on a recent book about reusable solutions. So we've mentioned this on a few webinars and said this is something we're looking at and sort of developing and putting on the community. But do you know what it is? Is it A, enterprise integration patterns, B, message-oriented middleware, C, software design templates, or D, data-driven processing tools? Any idea?
I don't think I've heard about it mentioned in any of the webinars that I've watched recently.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to have a little look and see what seems logical. And yeah, thinking that either A or D both sound like quite logical.
Okay.
options.
Well, you've still got the 50-50 left. Do you want to try
let's
that?
go for 50-50.
Okay.
Oh, if it's A and D is the 50-50.
Yeah, that'll.
Of course, of course. Oh dear. Well, it narrowed it down somewhat.
I was on the right track.
Yes. Well, the good news is that you don't lose any prizes. You don't have to give the socks back just because you get the question wrong. So you've got a free guess.
Get to stay warm.
Yeah. So, and even the lizard might want to wear the socks because you're getting a lizard as well, I think. So.
It's true.
Let's go for A. That sounds like a nice sort of techie
Yeah.
from a book.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Final answer. I'm sorry.
Mark.
Neat.
Yes, it's A. Enterprise integration patterns. Well done.
Does that mean we're on the last question?
Oh.
Yes, we would, except I seem to have messed something up there, and
No.
we haven't got question 8. So let me find question 8. Where were we? Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. That was the socks. That was the one there.
This is an impressive slide deck we put together for this.
Yeah, just there was so much work went into it with all the links. So you have to click in a certain place to go to the right slide, and I obviously messed it up. So
here we go.
Okay, well, this is a tough one. Which of these isn't a unit of measurement in an FME coordinate system? Is it the Sears chain, the Herzog yard, the Benoit link, or the Clark foot? Are you a geographer, Stephanie, by trade, or?
I am a geographer.
Excellent.
And I'm really wishing that I had Olivia now as a geometry expert. I'm sure she probably knows this one.
If it helps, I don't.
Okay.
So you're not missing much. I'm just surprised that 3 out of these are correct.
Which isn't a unit.
I think we missed a slide out there. I think you won something in that previous question anyway. I can't remember what it was, but I think there was a prize that...
the comic?
That could have been it, yes.
Yeah, the comic was the second last prize.
Right, okay. So
meet Grace.
So...
Yeah, you do get to meet Grace.
Yeah. So any ideas at all on this one?
I can safely say I have never seen any of these words before in my life.
Okay. Well, I guess chains, links, yards, and feet are units of measurement, and the other words are people who may or may not have used them. But
let's go. I'm going to say a Sears chain because I'm like, maybe they're talking about the chain of stores. And
oh, that's
funny. That's my logic.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Why not?
Ooh, it was the Herzog yard. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I thought that was the most reasonable sounding one.
No, that's the one I made up.
Ah.
But yes, the rest are. Anyway, you got through 7 questions, so you didn't quite win the final prize, but you did fantastic. You did really great there. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
congratulations.
So yeah, well done. And I suspect our Stephanie will be sending Stephanie in London lots of goodies.
We sure will. We'll send you your prize pack of all the swag you won, which was pretty close to the very end. So you have a great swag pack coming your way.
Yeah.
And like you said, you'll get to meet Grace in the comic book.
Fantastic.
Mark, how did the audience do on this question? I'm curious.
On that one, oh yeah, we should have a look at that, shouldn't we? I'm just going to drag that over onto here, and they got it wrong as well. So
it's a hard one.
It was a hard one. Yes.
Trevor's like not a clue in the.
But if you looked in our coordinate system in Workbench, you could click Tools, Browse Coordinate Systems, and it would show you all of the coordinate systems and the definitions, and you should be able to find 3 of those in there, but not the Herzog yard. So there we go. Well, thank you, Stephanie. That was fantastic. Thank you for staying up late in London for us and for joining us. And
yeah, thank you very much. That was really fun.
Excellent.
You're still a data extraordinaire in our hearts.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. Well. Okay. That will.
No, Mark. This is just sad.
So that was just rubbing salt in the wound, going through the slides. I'm sorry. Okay. Well. Yes, somebody's right. There is a little red mark on the screen, and I wonder if I managed to put that in there with the annotation. So I'm just going to hit the erase button, and yay, there we go. I got rid of it.
Woo.
All right.
I definitely leaned forward and tried to move something off my screen, and then I was like, oh, no, it's in there.
Okay, so Stephanie, who is our next player?
I think our next contestant was Daniel. So I don't know, Daniel, if you are in the audience and want to raise your hand. Hang on here, I'm just searching for him. Okay.
I think Daniel was lined up to be a player on our first time we played this.
He was, yeah. Oh, I don't see Daniel in the audience though, which means we might get to open the floor to whoever wants to come on and have their shot at winning some excellent swag.
We should do that. Yeah. How are we going to do that? Are we just going to pick someone at random?
One last search for Daniel. Okay, what I'm going to do, audience, if you want to raise your hand, I think if you look under the reactions tab, you have the option to raise your hand. I see Carl. Carl, I saw you come on first, so let's do it. I'm going to send you a prompt to unmute, and we might have time to get to one more person. So everyone else, you can just keep your hands raised. Oh wait, sorry, Carl, I lost you.
No, Carl.
We should have plenty of time to get through.
Carl, would you mind raising your hand again?
Lost Carl.
There we go.
There he is.
Okay.
Hi, Carl.
Hello.
Now, if I'm right, you are dialing in from California, is that right?
That's correct.
I'm hoping the background is real and not a virtual background.
It is a virtual background, but it's not far from where I live. That's
oh, cool.
A view of Mount Diablo in the background there.
Fantastic. Excellent. And Central Costa Con, is that who you work for? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, we just go by Central San now.
Central San. Okay, got you. There we go.
But yeah, it's Central Contra Costa Sanitary District, which is why we now go by Central San.
Yeah, it's something a little bit more easier to remember. Yeah, excellent. And you've just been a user of FME for quite a long time now, I think.
I think it's about 18 years.
Really? Wow. Well, that's longer than I've been here. I think you should take over the presentation, and I'll be the. Well, I'll answer the questions. That's fantastic. And do you have a favorite transformer?
Yeah, it's changed over time, but I'd say right now it's probably the attribute manager, because I can do about 250 things in it in one transformer without having to chain a bunch of stuff together. So
yeah, that is a pretty good one, I got to admit.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. If you're going to have one that's not part of the geometry team, then I'd say that's about, that's good.
Aw.
Okay, so are you ready, Carl?
I'm ready.
Excellent. Well, you get the same, well, not the same 8 questions. You get 8 questions and the same 3 lifelines. And let's make a start. So question 1, FME can be used as part of an ETL system, but what does ETL mean? Is it eat, transform, and love? Elephants, tigers, and lions? Extract, transform, and load? Or extraterrestrial logic? And yes, I will start the poll because we don't want anyone to miss out on this question. It's a bit of a gimme, really.
Yeah, those are some good funny answers, but I'm going to go with C: extract, transform, and load.
I think you might be right there. There we go. Congratulations.
Can you start the poll again?
Oh, did it not start?
I don't think so.
It should be going, and people seem to be
Let us
answering.
know again, attendees, if it's not working. Oh, Terry says it started. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's working. Yeah. And let's just say somebody really likes the idea of eat, transform, love.
I would be a fan if we decided to change to pivot what Safe offers.
Yeah,
I would be down to eat.
yeah, that would be great. We should write a book about FME called Eat, Transform, and Love.
Oh my God.
Excellent. Well, you've won a set of playing cards already, Carl. So that's great. You can do the magic tricks. I put a couple of videos on YouTube yesterday about doing magic tricks with FME, and so you've got a deck of cards now. You can do those tricks as well. Okay. Question 2. Let me activate that question. The online product for automation and data delivery is called what? Is it FME Quantum, FME Enterprise, FME Server, or FME Automation and Data Delivery?
I'm going to go with C: FME Server.
And that's your final answer?
Yes.
I think you're right. I think we missed a trick there, not doing the FME Enterprise. I would have swore Dale would have gone with Enterprise. He's a big Star Trek fan, and but I guess not. So I guess, are you a big Star Trek fan as well, Olivia?
I've seen Next Generation, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so which of these formats is a real format supported by FME, Carl? Is it CAT cat, DOD dog, PIG pig, or is it BLUE WHALE blue whale?
I'm assuming all those acronyms are actually standing abbreviations for a full-on name.
Yes. Well, there's a format in FME that has those initials, yes, and it does stand for a particular it's a 3-letter acronym, yes. Any idea?
I'm leaning toward B for digital ortho.
Okay.
I just had it in my head a second ago, but I'm not really sure.
Okay, well, you've got your 3 lifelines if you want to try those.
Yeah, I think I'll ask the audience on this one.
Okay, well, the audience, let's see. I know you have spoken. I'm just going to show the other window rather than go through the slides. Well, there you go. 58% people say cat, 24% say dog, 6% say pig, and 11% say blue whale, which I would love if there was a format called blue whale, but I'm not confident about blue whale. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm going to
Mark,
go
you
with.
made the slides.
I'll go with the audience's choice there with A.
With cat?
Cat.
Okay. Final answer.
A.
And that's
Yeah.
correct. Do you know what that stands for, Olivia?
I don't.
It's column aligned text.
Oh.
So it's like a CSV file, but it's in set columns rather than comma delimited.
Huh.
But dog may be a format as well, but I don't think it's one that FME supports. So
Nice. Well done, audience, on that one.
Yeah.
yay. And
Thank you,
Carl,
audience.
you have a stuffed FME lizard on the way. So
Excellent.
I bet you have plenty of lizards in California anyway, and now there's going to be another one. So there we go. Okay, we're on almost at the halfway point. So the arrangement of data is defined by its data model. But what do we call a data model in FME? Do we call it the schema, the structure, the skeleton, or the setup?
I'm going to go with A, schema.
Yeah. Final answer.
Yep.
Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah. Yep. We call it the schema, not the data model. I don't know why, but that's what we do. So
I think probably we borrowed it. It's a technical term from other formats. I don't think it came from nowhere.
okay.
Like if you have a JSON format or an XML format, like a more specific JSON or XML format, they come with schemas. So it's not.
That could be true. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know how long ago we came up with that term, but anyway. So Carl, do you know any transformers that begin with the letter U?
Oh,
And how many do you think we have? Is it 0, 1, 2, or 3?
Ooh.
oof. I can't think of any offhand, but
It's a tough one.
that is a tough one.
Well, we're halfway through now, so the questions are getting that little bit
Yeah.
steeper. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to use I think I'm gonna use the phone a friend.
Okay. So Olivia.
Hi. Yes.
So do you know any transformers that begin with the letter U?
I do not. So my guess would be 0, but
Okay.
I would say I'm only about 75% sure.
Okay. So does that help, Carl, being 75% sure? Or
I think I just thought of one.
ooh.
And so but I can only think of one, so I'm gonna go with 1, B.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And you are correct.
What?
Out of curiosity, what was it?
You know,
Well, I want to say it's either the unique ID generator or UUID generator.
exactly, the UUID generator. Exactly it. Yep. Fantastic. Well done. That one made you think there, I think.
I would have got wrong.
That was a tough one.
Well, I'd say getting that one right is certainly worth a pair of socks.
Love the socks.
Fantastic. So a deck of cards, a lizard plushie, and a pair of socks already. That's not bad for an afternoon's work. So let's go on and check out the next question. When FME Server 2021 is installed, it creates 4 default accounts. How many of them are enabled by default?
Ooh.
Do you use Server at all, Carl?
I do, but mine
Okay.
has been set up and upgraded so many times over the years that
Okay.
I've forgotten what it looks like when you first install it.
I will say that I think it's done this for the last few versions, but I got someone to review the questions and they said, oh, well, back in 2017, it was different. So you should specify. So I'm pretty sure 2019, 20, and 21 all had this behavior, if it helps.
I kind of have an idea. I'm leaning toward C,
Okay.
but I'm not 100% sure.
Can you
I'm just
remember
not
what
sure.
accounts are on there and created?
I want to say it's, I'm trying to remember accounts, separate that from groups, but
Yeah.
I want to say there's the administrator, which I know you have to set the password for when you set up.
Kind of hard to have a server without an admin.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think there's a default author, like an FME author user.
Mm-hmm. I think
there's a default FME user.
Yeah.
And I think there might be like an FME guest or a guest user.
I think those are right. I think you've got the 4 accounts. It's just a case of how many are enabled by default.
And I'm leaning toward they're all enabled except for maybe the guest.
Okay.
But I'm not positive.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at me for clues because I really don't know.
Did you write the questions?
I did, yes, but it was a couple of months ago, so I could narrow it down to 50% of them, but I'm not sure which. Speaking of which, I think you still do have your 50-50.
I do. I'm guessing that if I use the 50-50, that's not going to help me a whole lot.
Okay.
Mark, I'm curious, does the audience know the answer or like if you're looking yourself, is there a runaway answer?
Actually there is. There is a runaway answer. And I
But
think
unfortunately we don't get to see it.
No. There might be a little bit of a clue in the chat window. I don't think we're above giving out a little clue. But
since I haven't looked at, you know what, let's go ahead and see if the 50-50 eliminates my answer. And if it does, that'll help.
Okay. Let's go 50-50. Did that eliminate yours at all?
It did not, but the other one that I was thinking of was A, because maybe it only starts with the administrator being accessible, and then you have to explicitly enable all of the other ones to use them.
Yeah.
And I'm actually starting to lean that direction a little bit more heavily now that I think about it.
To be honest, I couldn't remember the answer, but I was pretty sure it was one of those, which doesn't help much now, but
I think I'm going to go with A1.
Yeah.
And it's probably the administrator user, and then nothing else is enabled by default. That's what I'm guessing.
Okay. So we're going A, and that's the final answer.
Final answer.
And you're correct, and well done. And well done to the audience as well. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's just the admin account that gets activated now, enabled now, because as you say, we don't want just all these other accounts open by default. So yeah, well done. Excellent stuff. So we're at level,
only 2 more.
Yeah, we're at level 7. All of these databases are listed in our readers and writers as IBM formats, except one. Which one? So basically, if you looked in our formats, all these would be IBM something or other, except for one of them. So is it IBM Netezza, IBM Teradata, IBM Infomix, or IBM DB2? I don't know which. I think I know which one it isn't IBM, but
I know that DB2 is IBM because we actually have that where I work. I've heard of Informix, but I'm not sure if that's associated with IBM or not. And the other two, I've only heard just in passing, and I really don't know.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the chat comments and someone's saying, what, IMDb or? No, not IMDb, although I'm sure they do have a big database. Well, and I think you've used your lifelines. So again, you don't get any prizes taken away, so you can have a wild guess and still get to keep the socks.
You know, I'm gonna go with C, Informix, because I just don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Final answer.
Final answer, C.
Okay. No, it's
Ooh.
Teradata, I'm afraid.
Is Teradata a real format, or is that a word that you made up, Mark?
No, that is a real format.
Okay.
Actually, I think they're based in California, if memory serves, because I think I went to their office once. But yeah, so all the others are IBM. And I don't think Informix used to be IBM because I worked with it a while ago, a long time ago now, and it wasn't. But hey, so, well, Carl, that was a pretty good attempt there. You got up to level 7. Didn't quite make it there, but again, you still got a lot of good stuff, I think.
Yeah, that was fun.
Excellent.
Well done, Carl.
So you're glad you put your hand up then and volunteered.
Absolutely.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Well, yeah, thanks for taking part, and hopefully we'll see you around later on in the week at the World Fair.
Sure, and good luck to whoever's following on.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Carl.
Thank you, Carl. We have some swag coming your way. Oh, no.
Oh, I like that. Did you add that slide, Stephanie?
Yes.
That's fantastic. I like that.
I changed my answer. That lizard is looking into my soul.
It was, yes. It was. Okay, so do we still have time for another?
We've got 50 minutes here, Mark. So, and we do have some hands raised.
Yeah. So we'll have to use some of the questions that we used before.
People might not know that.
That's true. They might not know some of the questions, but we can.
There should be player 3. All right, and we do have some more hands up here.
Okay. Do you want to pick someone at random, or do you want? We could do a quick guess or something. I'm holding up a playing card. What number is it? That sort of thing, or do you just want to pick someone at random?
I mean, we could just try someone at random here.
Okay, that's good. That works for me.
Okay, I see Michael Hope.
Michael Hope.
I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself, and we'll see if you can come online with us.
Okay.
See if I can get your webcam shared as well. I lost.
Is Michael there?
Oh, there we go. Ask to start video. Michael, are you there? All right. I think maybe we. Oh no, Michael's there.
No, there we go.
Just about to give up. Hang on. Okay.
Still, there we go.
Michael.
Unmuted. Excellent.
All right.
Hi.
Tell us where you're listening in from.
I'm from New Zealand.
Oh wow! Fantastic. That's. Hey, we're going very, very international today. Excellent.
Yeah.
So what sort of work do you do with FME, Michael?
I'm a GOA specialist, so I do a lot of transforming and loading. So FME is the right tool for me.
Fantastic. And what time of day is it over there? Because
it's
no idea.
Almost 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. I was sort of expecting you to say it was 3 in the morning, but I wasn't sure.
No, not quite. It did everything. It all started at 3 a.m. this morning, so it's been up for
Right.
quite a while.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm a morning lark, so.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. And do you have a favorite transformer? I figure we should ask everyone that question.
Yeah, I think like most, I think the attribute manager is my favorite currently. Yeah, I've had a number over the years, but yeah, that one's very good for doing lots of things. Yeah,
good stuff. Okay, well, let's start with the questions, shall we?
All right.
Mark, don't
Good
forget to
luck.
start the poll.
Oops, I won't. Just gonna make sure I'm clicking in the right place. So, Safe Software, the makers of FME, which country are we headquartered in? Is it Dinotopia, Canada, Arundel, or the Mushroom Kingdom?
I want to say the Mushroom Kingdom, but I think I'll have to go with Canada.
I think you might be right there. As Dinotopia would be appropriate. Someone said, yeah, the Lizard Land, and that could be Dinotopia.
Although we did used to have a theme park kind of like an hour away, Dino Town, Dino World.
That's true, we did, yeah.
Yeah, so if that theme park was still open and our headquarters were there, could have been a trick question.
It was a pretty cool place. But do you know where Arundel is then, Olivia?
Isn't that from Frozen?
I think it is, yes.
Yeah.
Very good. There you go.
I think it's also from Lord of the Rings, right?
Ooh.
No, that's Rivendell, is it?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yes.
It's been a while.
There you go. Frozen were probably ripping off Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, probably.
Say that.
It's only the question of time travel.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You've already won some FME playing cards. Let's go on to the next one, which is the secondary mascot for Safe and FME is called Zipster. But what is Zipster? Is he a US postal worker who works with zip codes? Is he a robot, a circus clown, or a zebra in pajamas?
Okay. I think I'll have to lock in B. Thank you.
I think you're right there. Would you say zebra or zebra over in New Zealand?
Zebra.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good go. Excellent.
Right. Yeah, Zipster's been enjoying this theme. He's in a lot of the slides and some of the graphics.
I won't ask which one's your favorite out of Zipster or the Lizard.
No, that's just me. Oh yeah, he's right behind me. What a giveaway.
That's true. I didn't even notice. Okay, so when you start FME Workbench, Michael, which two tabs appear? Is it Start and Main, State and Main, Start and Canvas, or Live and Canvas?
Oh man.
Sorry.
Right. I don't pay too much attention to those little tabs, but so this might be a bit of a guess, but is it Start and Canvas?
I don't know. Are you asking me or are you telling me?
Or do you... No, I'm thinking out loud now. Yeah, I think I'll. I'll go for C. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to use a lifeline or?
Oh, yeah. Let's ask the audience. Actually, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's check with the audience. Do they agree that it's Start and Canvas? Not so much.
Well, okay.
I mean, they could all be wrong.
Right. I think I'll probably go on the side of the audience here and go A. Yeah.
Start and Main. I think that's a wise move there.
Yeah.
And you are right. Well done, and well done, audience.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience.
Yay. And I think the audience have just got you a stuffed lizard. Woohoo.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
It's not
Okay.
a stuffed animal.
They're always fun. Okay, so FME supports reading and writing Adobe PDF. But what does PDF stand for? Is it portable document file, portable document file, portable document format, printable document format, or printable document file? And now I
probably
myself.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, this is another tricky one actually, because I don't get too much into the acronyms there. I'll probably 50-50 on this one. Yeah, I've got a hunch, but
Okay, let's go with 50-50.
Well, there goes my hunch.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Well, yeah, no, it's all good. I'll go for portable document format.
Portable document format. And you would be correct.
I would have gotten that wrong. I would have guessed printable document format.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I was thinking about printable, but the PDF is quite a universal format. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it is today, but I think historically it was that a postscript was originally made for printing, which is why I would have got it wrong.
Yeah, it's I don't. Yeah. Anyway, it's portable, so you were right. So we're now at the halfway stage. And next question. Question 5. Which of these is not a category of FME transformers? Spatial analysis, attributes, strings, and databases. So these are the categories that appear in the Transformer gallery in Workbench and on the Hub as well. 3 of them do exist, 1 of them doesn't.
I would probably say databases because they're readers and writers, right? Yeah, I'd go for D.
D, databases. Final answer?
Yeah, why not?
And you're correct. Yes,
Woo!
we did. Yay! We did used to have a databases category, but we reorganized a few years ago now and merged them into something else. Hey, that was the question to get right because now
you're
getting the FME socks. And, I'm sure you'll be able to make use of those, even if not a lizard stuffy socks, I'm sure.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Any straight line drawn on a Mercator map, what is it called? So you're a bit of a GIS person. Yeah. Any idea? Is it meridian, run line, great circle, or parallel?
On the Mercator map, so I'd probably go with meridian.
Okay.
Yeah. Or is it a parallel? Oh, hold on. Damn. So it's going back. Mercator. Yeah. So any straight line.
Any straight line in any direction.
Yeah, probably a parallel.
Yeah. Final answer. Do you want to use your final?
Yeah, I'll use my final. I'll phone a friend.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
So you're up, Olivia.
I don't know for sure. I'd also guess, so the one thing I do remember is that Mercator projections preserve angles, but not areas. So I would have also guessed parallel, but I'm not 100% sure either.
Yeah, I think the meridian is designated for a specific
yeah, I
line.
agree.
So
I don't think it's meridian.
Parallel. Yeah. D. Lock in D, please.
Okay. We're locked in on D. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a rum line.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all
Any straight
good. All
line.
good. I got.
That's how
I got myself
people.
some socks. Woo.
I know. That's how people would navigate, I guess, on a ship. They draw a straight line, and that line will be a line of constant bearing, which is a rum line.
Right. Uh-huh. Good to know. Good to know.
There we go.
All good.
Mark,
Well, hey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. That has been great to have you as a contestant. And
Thank you.
yeah, there'll definitely be some swag on its way down to New Zealand. So thanks for joining in at the last minute as well. It was great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. So Stephanie, I'm thinking we haven't given away a stuffed Zipster yet, have we?
Not. No.
So I'm thinking maybe we activate one of the really hard questions for the audience and then pick the first person who gets it right.
Let's do it. I think I've given the audience permission now to, people can unmute themselves at random. So if you know,
well, they can do it on the in the poll.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And then I can just pick the first one that comes up.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I think it comes up by order. So let's see, what will be a good question to ask?
The Zipster plushie is pretty fun looking. It's a good prize.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with let's just go with the one for oops.
Oh, we're all on the edge of our seats now, Mark. We're like, what is
it? I've got to find a tough question. So where are we?
One near the bottom.
I'm going to go for the one right at the end that we never got to before, or actually, I probably shouldn't do that because let me just find one. Okay, no, this is not the one.
No, this looks familiar.
Okay, I'm just going to move this off screen for a second because
I was going to say, yeah, you might need to.
Because otherwise you can see the answers and it would be a bit messy if you could see the answers. So hopefully you can't see them now.
No, we can't see. Our audience is too smart too.
They are very smart. That's why I was getting worried there. I'm thinking
they spotted that little red line, so you just know.
Yeah, that's. Sorry, I'm totally lost in my list. It's not that one. It's obviously not that one.
Well, we know the answer now.
Because you'd know the answer to that one.
Mark, why don't you do slide 340?
340. Thank you, Stephanie. It saved me searching through.
That's a lot of slides. 300, and we have.
Oh yes, this is probably the one with the most slides that we've ever had. Okay, slide 340.
Although if anyone has ever sat in on a webinar done by Dean, he'd give your slides a run for their money.
Oh, that could be true. So we want to know which of these lines appears in the log window signifying the end of reading data. And I'll activate the question in a minute. So is it creating writer for format? Is it T-Factory cloning input features? Is it final output nuka? Or is it emptying factory pipeline? So basically one of these lines appears when we finish reading data, we shut all the readers down and one of these messages comes up. And are you ready? I'm going to activate the poll and here we go.
This is fun because for sure more than one of these lines is logged.
Oh, I'm sure they are, yes. But one of them comes up specifically when the reading of data is finished. So, okay, I'm going to deactivate that question and let me find out. I've got to.
I'm not sure if the poll ever activated. I don't think
it did. Yeah, so it did.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure that I can. see the correct answers. How do I find the answers on this? I know they're somewhere. Ah, heck.
We might have to do it. We could always do it randomly and just say whoever. Oh.
Show responses. I want to see, oh, okay. Hang on. Report. Create report. Responses by participant. And it was the very last question. So let's see. Who was the first one? Elizabeth M.
Elizabeth.
Woo!
You came first, so well done, Elizabeth. We'll send the Zipster stuffy off to you. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Yes, that was excellent.
Well
Good
done.
stuff.
It was
So,
emptying,
yes.
emptying factory pipeline.
Yeah, emptying factory pipeline was the answer. Yes. So yes, I think most people got that right. Yes, that's the one that appears after we stop reading, and we're probably already processing, but that's when the readers get shut down. So yeah. Well, I think that means we are pretty much done for today. Let's just, yeah, thank you for playing, everyone. It's really been a blast doing this. I know that. Thank you, everyone who participated. Thank you for everyone who took part, even just watching and putting your answers into the system. And we'll pick 3 correct answers out and send you a gift as well. Thank you to Olivia for taking part at the very last second. We only asked you yesterday afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Wish I could have gotten more answers right, but
that's okay. It was good.
I think you did as good as Dale last time too.
Yeah.
That's just what I was going to say.
I think it just shows how broad the product is, because there's so much that you could know or that could be asked.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no way you could be an expert in every single thing about FME, that's for sure. So, did you want to say anything, Stephanie, or shall we?
No, that's great. So I was just chatting out to Elizabeth, who, oh, perfect, just to make sure we're getting the right Elizabeth when we contact, in case there's 2 Elizabeth M's. But we will contact everyone who played. Thank you so much for participating. It was so much fun to have you come on the air with us.
Absolutely.
We'll follow up to get you your prizes. And the audience, I'm just always just so blown away by the knowledge that everyone has here.
Absolutely.
It's
and
incredible.
we'll pick 3 of those at random and send prizes out to you folks as well. And
that's right. Yes, thanks, Mark. So that is true. As a thank you to all our audience members, we're going to pick some people at random and send you some FME socks. So everyone goes home a winner here with new knowledge and some swag. But
that's the plan. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks again. And I guess, Stephanie, I'll leave it to you to shut the webinar off.
Close it down.
Thanks, everyone. And we'll see you back at the World Fair, hopefully tomorrow.
Yep. Catch you on the fairgrounds.
Cheers, folks. Bye.
Bye.